if people and stakeholders cooperate, then it's very likely that we prevent the rise of conflict. Most of the times, conflicts are predictable. I wouldn't say 100%, but believe me, it's very predictable. The next level would be conflict emergence, when people might not take it into conflict. Physical conflict might be kind of attitude, perspective conflict, where people start speaking up against each other. They just mobilize. You see huge polarization, and then people will be watching, and then you will see people warning about that. And if no one pays attention, if no one shows enough interest about that, then it develops to the next level, which is conflict escalation.
We're going to talk about finding calm and managing stress today. So I just want to emphasize that this is a pretty interactive session, just in terms of your ability to jump in and ask questions as we go through. This is kind of an overview of what we'll be touching on this morning. So how stress actually impacts your mind and body. And then we're going to talk about some tangible techniques to actually kind of lessen the overall chaos in your life. And I have a couple of exercises we'll go through. We'll talk about some tangible techniques to manage time, and then also maintaining a positive state of being. It's a lot to get through in a short amount of time, so I'm not going to make any
practical tool, but I wanted to talk, and Mark and Jonathan are going to talk about the specifics of how to get to yes. But I thought I'd talk about two other tools, which I mentioned earlier when we got together. And one is the four-way test, which is a Rotary, and then the motto of Rotary International, which is service above self. People, and to Mark, Jonathan is a Rotary Peace Scholar designate. He's going to Bangkok, Thailand for his training January 1, I think, or something.
January 11th. Yeah.
January 11th. So anyway, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan.
All right, so for this next part, we're going to do a little activity. So for that, I'm going to need you all to partner up. And in the back, there's a yellow line. I need you to partner up and stand across the line from your partner. I'm going to need the people on the wall side to come out in the hall with me. I will tell you what your goal is. And the people on the room side to go back with Mark. He'll explain what your goal for this game is.
You know,
so come with me.
just stay where you are. Let everybody else walk out, and then we'll walk back. It's real easy.
I have to have a partner, but the purpose or your goal is to get the partner or the person across from you to come over to your side of the lines. You can use any reasonable means to do that. Talking, sometimes a little physical stuff, but be careful. Okay, that's it.
Can you explain how you try really?
I'm sorry?
I ain't really hear you.
Yeah, you want it, whoever's standing across from you, you want them to come to your side of the line.
Can you do it like
I
this?
say go, we will start the game. Before that, I'm going to give you all just a little bit of time. Tell your partner your name, and then if you have anything you want them to know about you before playing this game. So I might say, my name is Jonathan. I don't hear very well out of my right ear, so please speak to my left ear during this game. Or, my name is Jonathan. My left shoulder is a little loose. Please don't pull on my left arm. So just really quick to do that, and then we will start the game. But he's got one on your side, so similar to over there. One on your side, so you definitely did not win. He's not on your side. You're half on his side. Okay? How about you two?
I started it off by saying my goal is to get you over here. What's yours? And
Uh-huh.
then we just switched.
And that was it. You were done.
Yep.
So you talked about
What our goals were.
what your goals were, what your different interests were,
Yeah.
and you realized the solution that could actually work for both. How about you two?
We did like bargaining, like if I do this, will you do this?
Right. Okay. Did you ever find out what your partner's goal was?
No.
No. Okay. So was there a little bit of
why do you hold that position? What are your reasons? And are your reasons based in your identity or in principle? And do you understand and respect the other's position? In your group or outside, in general? Can you understand why someone would hold a different position than
shimmy. 1, 2. Let's get a crack. Everybody go. 1, 2. 1, 2. You got it. 1, 2. Come on, don't stop. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, here we go. Here we go. On the count of 3, starting with the base. 1, 2, 3. Smile, because you can walk around with your best clothes on, and people don't know you got two clothes on. People don't even notice that the shower uses the cream sometimes. So I just tell them. All right, so best smile. Hands up, everybody. Hands up like this. And it's important for your thumb to be pointing to the corner of your mouth.
I love doing what I do, and it's my pleasure to be, I think it's my 3rd year at the conference. So, really quick, guys, I am Dave Tippett from a place called the Employers Association. We're going to talk about our very short objectives this afternoon. We're going to talk about leadership culture and you, how we attack the problem, the situation, and not the person, and how to have those tough yet needed conversations and actually walk away feeling good about them. So we'll get into all of that as well. One of the things I always like to start off with is about ownership. In a moment, I'm going to ask you guys to actually come together and you're going to talk about the trading those commodities. But I want you to reflect what's on your sheet of paper as you interact with that person, okay? So have some fun with this, enjoy it, it's a lot of fun, and then we'll actually have a point to this, okay? So on your mark, set, go. Get together, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good, go after them, guys. Have fun with it. Dive in. Good. Sometimes I hear people say, well, oh, they're stuck up. Or they're withholding information, right? Or they're not saying what they really believe. How about someone who's awkward? Is that a description or evaluation? Okay, stop right there. I know exactly what this is about. Here's what we're going to do. What's the unintentional message we just gave them?
We don't want to listen to them?
I really don't care what you have to say. Whatever.
Come find me, or raise your hand and I'll come to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nicolette. Take 2 pairs of socks for that.